Poland is reportedly willing to pay $2 billion for a permanent United States troop presence in the country. Moscow has called the initiative dangerous and says it won't benefit European security. Yulia Shapovalova reports.
The document, dubbed Proposal for U.S. Permanent Presence in Poland by the country's defense ministry, was leaked online at the weekend. The main aim Warsaw lists for such a force on its soil is deterrence to Russia's increasingly emboldened and dangerous posture in Europe. Warsaw is ready to pay as much as $2 billion for the deployment of a permanent U.S. military contingent and hopes that will send a clear message to Russia of U.S. protection and support for its Eastern European allies. The documents, leaked about a month ahead of the NATO summit in Brussels, contain detailed maps of the locations where Poland is ready to host U.S. troops. Cities in the heart of the country are said to be the ideal location. Last week, the U.S. Senate called on Defense Secretary Jim Mattis to report on the feasibility and advisability of permanently stationing U.S. forces on Polish soil. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov noted that Poland had a sovereign right to establish a U.S. military base on its territory, stressing that Moscow, in turn, was ready to react to NATO's expansion.
That would not improve security and stability in Europe. Of course, it is a sovereign decision of any country, but the consequences for the general atmosphere on the continent are obvious.
Russian officials added that the deployment of NATO's permanent base makes Poland one of the main targets in case of a possible conflict. NATO has been beefing up its presence in Eastern Europe and the Baltic states, with Moscow regularly portrayed as the aggressor. In March, Poland signed a $4.75 billion deal to buy U.S. air defense Patriot missile systems, while claiming it wants to have friendly relations with its neighbors. Moscow has repeatedly stated that by boosting Western missile defenses on Russia's doorstep, NATO risks undermining regional security. Yulia Shapovalova, RT.